Okay, I'm showing 10 o'clock. Um, and before I forget, if if you have an email address that you would prefer that I use rather than your school email address, please let me know, and I can send all the correspondence to you that way. Whatever's easiest for you. Okay, today is the September the 2nd. Now, let me go over this again because it's very important. The rules for multiplication and division. If you have a positive number, either multiplied or divided by a positive number, like 10 divided by 5, is a positive 2. And the same rule is a negative divided by or multiplied by a negative number is also a positive number. Negative 10 divided by negative 5 is also a positive 2. And if you're not sure, brain goes numb, whatever, put it in your calculator and it will do it for you. Now, if the signs are different and you're multiplying or dividing, if the signs are different, the answer is going to be negative. Okay, very important. You're going to use this forever. Let me go back and review something that was very important. If we have negative 2a equals a negative 8. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? We want to get a over here, and I think it's going to be 4 over there. So how do we get a over here by itself? Remember, you want to do the opposite of whatever it says. This is negative 2 times a. So how do we undo multiplication? Division. So we divide by negative 2. Again, because a negative divided by a negative here is a positive, and that's what we want. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Negative 2, so a is, and again, negative divided by a negative is a positive 4. Okay? Okay. Is everybody okay? Anybody have any questions? This stuff here, this misery here is not going away. You're going to see it forever. Okay, now what if we have a two-step equation? Like 5p plus 2 equals 17. Now remember, the first thing we want to get rid of is addition subtraction. Then we do PEMDAS backwards. First we get rid of addition subtraction, then multiplication division, and exponent and parentheses. So we're going to subtract 2 from each side. We have 5p equals 15, right? Right. And we divide by 5, divide by 5. P is 3. And you can plug it back in if you want. Then do PEMDAS the right way, because we're evaluating here. 15 plus 2 is 17, so we're correct. Okay, now, get this up here so smart. Let me see if we don't have something a little more difficult. Okay. Negative 4x minus 7. Now for the variable x, please use a cursive x so you don't get it mixed up with multiplication, even though we don't use x for multiplication. But get used to doing that. Equals 5. Right, right. Now, first we get rid of addition, subtraction. So we're going to add 7 to each side. Negative 4x equals, what is it, 12? And now we divide by negative 4. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other. Remember, this isn't subtract 4x. This means negative 4 times x. And so we have x equals, now we have a positive divided by a negative is a negative, what is it, 3? Okay. And again, please get used to doing this because they're not going away. You have a quiz number 3 is up and ready, locked and loaded. Okay, now let's take it one step further. What if we have this? 4x plus 2 is equal to 3x plus 5. Now, when you have variables on both sides of the equation, move the variables first. It really doesn't make any difference, but this way you won't end up with more godless negative numbers. So what we want to do is we want to move the smallest variable to the biggest one. That way we don't get a negative number. Now take a drink of your Diet Coke. Okay. And we want to combine like terms here. We don't want to put the 3x on over by the 2 because they're not like terms. So what do we have left? 4x minus 3x is 1x, or just x. Don't forget to bring this down. Plus 2 equals, that's gone, 5. Okay? Everybody with me here? Now we subtract 2 from each side. And get x is 3. Now you can plug it back in if you want. Wherever there's an x, we plug in 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 5 is 14. So 14 equals 14. So we are correct. What fun is this? You get this if you're so smart. Okay. 5y minus 4 equals 3y minus 10. Now again, I know this seems like it's real difficult or so different. Oh, I can't do this. Yeah, it's actually very simple. The first thing we want to do is move the variables. Move the small. Look how old my hand looks. Oh God, that's hideous. Okay, so we're going to move the smallest to the biggest. If you move the biggest over here, then you'd end up with a negative 2y. And we don't want to do that unless you have to. So we're going to subtract 3y from each side. And what's left over here? 5y minus 3y's are what, 2? 2y minus 4, bringing this down, equals 3y minus 3y is 0. Any number minus itself is 0. And then we bring down the negative 10. Right? Right. These problems, they really don't get any more difficult. They just get longer. But you got to know the rules, how to do it, to get it done. Now we get rid of addition subtraction, so we're going to add 4 to each side. Okay, do the opposite of whatever it says. Then we get 2y equals a negative 10 plus 4 is a negative 6. Right? Right. And if you're not sure about these, all these godless negative numbers, and don't tell them I'm in enough trouble as it is, but use your calculator. Negative 10 plus 4 is a negative 6. Now we divide everything by 2. Y equals negative 3. Negative 6 divided by positive 2. Negative divided by positive is a negative. You can plug it back in if you want to, but I ain't doing it. Okay. And before I forget, I'll send you a recording of this. Probably going to use YouTube. Seems to be something easy enough. Now, again, if I'm going too fast, please tell me. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now, let's do another one since those are so much fun. Those aren't fun. You're just stupid, boy. Yeah, okay. I know. Okay. 4D minus 5 equals negative 2D plus 19. Get you a drink of your Diet Coke? Is it, Caitlin, is it Miss Style or Steele? Okay,
It's style.
Style, okay. I'm sorry, I'll do better.
It's okay.
No, I'm probably not going to do any better. Now I've already forgotten. Style?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Okay. Again, the first thing we want to do is, excuse me, is move the variables, move the letters. How do we get rid of a negative 2D plus 2D? Right? Right. Okay. Now that way we end up with positive numbers as much as we can. 4Ds plus 2Ds, what is that, 6? I knew that. Minus 5 equals, any number minus itself is 0, and that's what we want. We wanted to move this over there. So that's 0. And we bring down the 19. Equals 19. Okay. Now we have this same problem that we had a couple pages ago. Now we want to move the addition subtraction first. So we're going to add 5 to each side. And we have 6D equals 24. 19 and 5. I think that's right. And we divide everything by 6. D, 6 divided by 6 is 1D or just D. And 24 divided by 6. Come on, boy, think. 4? Something like that. Now you can plug it back in and see if it's right. I'm not going to do it. Unless you want me to. Okay. Now, if we have, get down there, boy. 5E minus 8 equals 3E minus 20. Okay, again, the first thing we want to do is move the variables and move the smallest one over to the biggest one. So we subtract 3e. Any number minus itself is 0. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Y'all sick of hearing me say that? Okay, 5e minus 3e is 2e minus 8. Okay, don't forget to bring that down. Equals 3e minus 3e is 0. Equals negative 20. Get you a drink of your Diet Coke. Mm-hmm. Now, we get rid of the addition subtraction first. So we add 8 to each side. 2e equals, now we have negative 20 plus 8. Signs are different. So we subtract negative 12. I think that's right. Divide everything by 2. Okay, 2 times e. How do we undo multiplication and division? So we get 1e, or just e, equals, now we have a negative divided by a positive is a negative 6, I think. What could be more fun? Today's Tuesday, right? I think so. Get you another drink of your Diet Coke. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now get this if you're so doggone smart. Now, like I said, these problems, they really don't get any more difficult. They just get longer. So if we have 6a plus 5 plus 7a plus 3 equals 12a plus 4. I don't know about you, but I see a problem like this, my brain goes numb. Oh, I can't do this. Yeah, you can. Okay, remember from day one, we need to combine like terms. Combine the terms that are alike, are the same. Now I underline them because I'm stupid and I'll get confused otherwise. Okay, A and A, the number 5, the number 3, those are like terms also. 6A's and 7A's are 13A's. Okay, again, the first thing we want to do is combine like terms. Plus 8 equals 12A plus 4. Drink your Diet Coke. Mm-hmm. Now, for right now, we're just going to move one thing at a time. Now, later on, when you get used to doing these, we can move the 12 over here and the 8 over there. And that is okie dokie. But for right now, let's just do one at a time. Subtract 12a from each side. And we get a plus 8 equals 4. Right? Right. See, that wasn't so bad after all, was it? Subtract 8 from each side. A equals negative 4. Signs are different here, so we subtract. Take the sign of the larger number. Okay. Let's kind of switch gears here. Okay. This is called the multiplication distributive property of multiplication. Yeah, STRIBUTI. distributed property, ER, of multiplication, ELICAT. There are 4 properties. This is the only one that's really important, and it's the only one I'm going to irritate you with. Okay, the distributed property of multiplication, super duper whiz bang important. So if you have 5 open 3b plus 2. Okay, the parentheses makes this one number. So what we're doing is we're multiplying 5 times this number right here. The only thing is there's 2 numbers in there. So what we do is, let me rewrite this. We multiply 5 times each one of these things in here. 5 times that, and 5 times that. So that's 15b, okay? 5 times 3b, 15b, plus 10. Can we combine these 2 things? No, they're not like terms. Okay, this makes sense to everybody? Very, 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 very important. Distributed property of multiplication. Now, get this. If we have my hand's ugly. Kind of like the rest of me, I guess. What if we have this? 3 open negative 4c minus 6. Again, the parenthesis makes this one number. Remember, PEMDAS says to do whatever's inside the parenthesis first. Well, there's nothing to do in here. These are not like terms, so we cannot combine these. So we have 3 times this whole thing. Okay, 3 times negative 4 and 3 times negative 6. So that now we have a positive times a negative. It's a negative 12c. Is that right? Yeah. And 3 times negative 6 is a negative 18. Can we combine these 2 things? No, they're not like terms. So this is our answer. Now it doesn't make any difference how many numbers are in here. What if we have 2 open negative 3e plus, come on, stupid, 5a minus 2b. Like I told you, these problems, they don't get any more difficult, they just get longer. And that's what we've got going on here. Do we have anything we can do inside the parentheses? No, not like terms. Now we're going to multiply 2 times everything inside here. Two times negative 3e is positive times a negative is a negative 6e. And now we get 2 times 5a is 10a. And 2 times negative 2b is a negative 4b. Is there anything we can do here? Any like terms that we can combine? No. Is everybody okay? This is not going away. You're going to see it forever. Be sure and tell me if I'm going too fast. Hate that when I go too fast. Get your drink of your Diet Coke. This style. Did you put any gin in your Diet Coke?
No.
Uh-huh. It's entirely too early for gin in your Diet Coke. Okay. Now. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is too. And maybe not. Okay. This one will make your head throb. 4 open, 7x minus 1, closed, plus 3 open, 2 minus 5x, closed, minus 4, open, 3x minus 5, closed, equals negative 6. I know this looks absolutely horrible, and it is. But no, it's really very simple. First, we have first look inside the parenthesis. Is there anything to do in there? Any like terms? No. So now we do the distributive property of multiplication. So first we're going to multiply 4 times everything in here. 4 times 7x is 28x minus 4. And we do the same thing here. 3 times everything inside the parenthesis plus 6. We have a positive times a negative is a negative. It's cold in here. Are y'all cold? It's cold in here. Minus, now we do the same thing here. Minus 12x. Okay, we have a negative times a negative is a positive. 20 equals negative 6. Okay, what can we do? When you get to a problem like this, and it's so long, you just ask yourself, say, self, what can I do? What can you do, Miss Ishwaite?
Combine the like terms.
Too good. Excellent. Combine like terms. Now again, I underline because I'm stupid. 28, the x's, underline, and the numbers. Okay, first let's do the x's. 28x minus 15x is 13x minus 12x is just x, right? Now we do the numbers. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. Plus 2, okay? 6 minus 4 is 2. And then 20. Is that right? Equals negative 6. Okay, see, really, that really wasn't so bad. But when you first look at it, and holy crap, I can't do this. So subtract 22 from each side. X equals. Now we have the signs are the same. Now we're combining these two things. Signs are the same, so we add. Keep the same sign. Negative 28. Okay. That really wasn't so bad, was it? Say it. Hey, boy, you're stupid. That was terrible. Okay. Okay. So you get this one if you're so smart. And I just got this new gel pen. It's a Sharpie. I like it. My handwriting's so bad. Are y'all able to read this okay? Please tell me you're not going to hurt my feelings because I know how bad my penmanship is.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, what?
That we can read it.
Oh, okay. I used to tell people it's a product of too much education, but nobody believes it. I was just watching that documentary on Benjamin Franklin. Man, that guy had magnificent handwriting. It's like a piece of art. It was so beautiful. And 4 open, get this one if you're so smart. 4 minus 3x closed equals 32 minus 8 open x plus 2. You got x's all over the place, numbers all over the place. Look, this is not a big deal. Just do what you can do. But remember, like I said on day one, PEMDAS is the most used thing we do in math, and it comes into play in almost every problem you're going to get. Same thing here, parentheses. Do we have parentheses? Yes. Is there anything to do in there? No. Do we have an exponent? No. Now we do multiplication division. Now, again, we have the multiplication property of, the distributive property of multiplication. So we're going to multiply 4 times everything in here. 16 minus 12x. Is that right? My brain slips in and out of gear here. Equals. Now we don't really want to do anything with the 32 yet. 32. Now we have negative 8 times everything in here. Negative 8x minus 16. We have negative 8 times everything inside here. Now what do we do? Combine like terms? No. Move the variables first. So add 8x to each side. Now you could go ahead and move the 16 over there if you wanted to, but let's just do one step at a time for now. 16 minus 4x equals 32. Yeah, we should have moved the 12x over there, huh? Equals 32 minus 16. Now we can combine like terms here. 16 minus 4x equals 32 minus 16 is 16. Now we subtract 16 from each side. Negative 4x equals 0. Can we have that? Yes. Divide everything by negative 4. X equals 0 divided by negative 4 is 0. Now look, let me 0 over any number is 0. Had a student years ago come up with when the 0 is over, what does over start with? O or 0. If it's under, because what is this saying? What number, how many times can some number go into 0? None. What if it's the opposite way? How many zeros are there? Let's use a number like 5. Stupid boy. How many zeros are there in 5? Well, it's stupid. You can't do it. There's no such thing. This is undefined. Okay, if the zero is under, what does under start with? U. I thought that was pretty clever. Pretty clever. And again, if you're not sure, get out your handy dandy calculator. First turn it on. And you put, let's do this one first. 0 divided by 9 is 0. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Now, if you do it the other way, 9 divided by 0, it's going to tell you that you're stupid. It's going to give you a math error. Okay, math error means now you have to snap to the fact that that's undefined. Right. Okay. I'm sorry to do this with the paper, but like I told you before, I have a personal problem with wasting paper. I don't know what it is. Okay. Now, there's only one thing we can do here, and that's the distributive property of multiplication. So we're going to distribute the 6 times everything in here, and the 4 times everything in here. So what do we get? 12x plus 48. Is that right? Yeah. Equals 12x minus 24. Move the variables first. And this is 0. So we have 48 equals negative 24. Now, 48 does not equal this. So this is undefined. Okay, that makes sense. That number does not equal that number. So this is not a proper equation. It's undefined. Okay. Or no solution. Oh, yeah. Undefined or no solution. Is 0 with a line through it. Do not use this as 0. Now, back in the day when computer printers were very new and you really couldn't distinguish between the letter O and the number 0, they would use this for 0. Not anymore. Do not do this because 0 with a line through it means no solution, undefined, whatever you want to say there. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's drop back to something a little easier. Now, what if we have A divided by, the fraction bar means a lot of things. It means divided by, it means per, for each, for every, a lot of things that it means. Divided by SA5. Okay, now how do we undo division? Multiplication, right? This is A divided by 5. If you have to put something like this in your calculator, Like if you have a number up here, you put it in the calculator from top to bottom. And again, the fraction bar means divided by. So how do we undo division? Multiplication. Multiply this by 5. Multiply this by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Excuse me. So we have A is 15. Plug it back in. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So we are correct. Okay, is 2. Okay, B divided by 8. How do we undo division? Multiplication divided by, multiplied by 8, multiplied by 8. So B is 16. Now C divided by -6. So how are we going to undo this? Multiply by -6, because -6 times divided by -6 is +1, 1C or just C, and that's what we want. So multiply by -6, so we get C is -24. Okay. 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 Let's see. You got a piece of rope. Cut into 2 pieces. Period. The longer piece PIECE is twice, or as my ex-wife used to say, twice. It's twice as long as the first piece. See. The length of the rope, LENGTH. This is an O. The length of the rope is 12 meters. How long is each piece? I don't know about you, but I see word problems and my brain goes numb. No, I can't do this. Look, the simplest way to do these, for me anyway, is draw a picture. I have to draw pictures because I'm stupid. Okay, you've got a piece of rope. And the overall length of this piece of rope is 12 meters. It's cut into two pieces. The second piece, this is the most difficult part of this, I think. The second piece is twice as long as the first piece. So how long is the first piece? X. And how long is the second piece? The second piece is twice as long. Right? Right. Okay, so how long is each piece? Now, what do we know? This piece plus this piece equals, okay, this piece plus this piece equals 12 meters. Okay? This plus this is 12 meters. Now we have a real simple algebra problem here. X plus 2, combine like terms. So 3x equals 12. Divide everything by 3. X is 4. Is this our answer? No. How long is each piece? So the first piece is 4. And the second piece is 2 times 4, or 8. First is equal to 4 meters. And the second is 8 meters. Now, what's our acid test here? How do we make sure we're right? 4 plus 8 is 12. So we're probably correct. Okay? Take these real slow and write it either in a picture or write it into, turn everything there into math. I'm going to irritate you with this a few times, not much. Not super whiz-bang important, but it is something you're going to see from time to time. Okay? Okay. Okay, one more thing and then I'll let you go. First, take a drink of your Diet Coke. Absolute value. Absolute value is always positive. Always a positive number. Because what does absolute value really mean? The distance from 0 on the number line. So if we have three, what is the absolute value? And the way we show absolute value are two vertical lines. That means absolute value. And we treat absolute value, or the absolute value sign, like parentheses. So we do this first. So how far is it from 0 on the number line? 3. Now what about -5? The absolute value of -5. Now again, we're talking about distance. And what kind of numbers are distance? Always positive. The absolute value of -5 is 5. Again, absolute value is not one of those super whiz bang important things, but you are going to see it from time to time. Absolute value of 12 is 12. Absolute value of -12 is also 12. Always positive. Now I'm going to do this to you too from time to time. The absolute value of 8 is, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Let's call it B. The absolute value, absolute value of B is -2. Can this be? No. Absolute value is always positive. So this is undefined. Okay? Absolute value is always positive, never negative. Mhm. What if we have this? The absolute value of C is 10. What could C be? What answers, or what's the solution for C? That if you're so smart. Anybody?
10.
10? Anything else? Could be -10 also, right? So the absolute value of 10 is 10, and the absolute value of -10 is also 10. Kind of a trick question. Over the probably 20 years, however many years I've been doing this, I think I've only gotten one person to ever get this correct. Okay, any questions? Anything you want me to go back over? Tell me now. Okay, I'll try to be here at least 30 minutes early every class day, every class period. And of course, I can always stay after. I have nothing else to do. I'm retired, so. Ooh, look, my hand is hideous. Oof. Okay, so if you have any questions, again, I'll be here early on Thursday, every day as far as that goes. Or I can stay after if you have any questions. Okay? All right, y'all take care. I'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.